Come on. There we go. I'm also going to, while we're here, put some more corpses in. Keep that water flowing. Excellent. Right, so we've got the chassis and the generator. So next was the engine. Good, we can get the engine. So let's do that. And then we need to do the cockpit and the hull. And then the blades. So we need... Actually, I'm not sure I'm going to have the spice to do it, right? I think we're going to be spice limited. Because I need 60 of this. And we haven't been able to locate. When we treasure hunted, we could not get this. So yeah, we're gonna need more spice. Yeah, it's 55 for this. And so we don't, and it's 55 for that. And it's another 81 for that, so we'll need a full spice run just to do that. That doesn't include the blades. So what do we need? Let's check, see actually how much we need. Right, 55 plus, actually I don't need the thruster, right? If we go cargo scanner. But if we do that, so 55 plus 4 of these, so 28, 38, 42, 56. So 56 for the wings. And 55. So 111. We need 111 spice, and that's without the Mark 6 thruster. Okay, so let's build the cockpit. So yeah, it's a full run of spice to be able to just get the body of it. And then the wings, and that will give us everything we need bar the thruster. Which we could always use a Mark 5 if we had to. Okay, good. So we're nearly there. We're nearly there. All right. Yeah, because if we look... Yeah, if you take storage and a scanner, you can't use the boost thruster module anyway. And that's kind of like this. I find both of those useful, so yeah, okay. Right, Sandfly base, where is it? it's here. Interesting. Ah, it's this base. How did that not hit him? And the hitboxes are pretty small. Eh? We'll take that, thank you. And you'll have armor plate, so I want the armor plate. Where is it? There we go. Not that fussed about the rest of it. Must be the hoods. Like I'm aiming through the hood or something. Take that. Okay, I need a key to get in there. Assuming that's where we're going. Okay. Where's the bloody key? Okay. Huh, what happened there? Like lagged. The armor plate. Where's the key? Where's the key, man? There it is. We found the key. Loot all of that. It's not what I'm looking for. Is it?
After the pamphlet, I started asking questions like, who does this serve? And the answer kept coming back. It serves them, the nobility. And nobody burned brighter on that pyre than Phaedra Vi. Old money, old grudges. She wore ruin like perfume. We drank, talked, pretended we weren't just ghosts. One night, I told her my worst secret. The one I can't say here. She didn't flinch. I asked her what that made me. A man, she said. A man with blood on his hands like the rest of us. You just don't wear gloves. Then one morning she showed up with real gloves, silk, elbow length. I knew she was hiding something. I gave her my worst sin like it was a love letter. She smiled, kissed me, then she asked for a confession. Not for her, for the Harkonnens. Said she needed money to buy back her family's heirloom. I laughed and asked if she was serious. Deadly, she said, and took another sip of her drink like it was just another Thursday.
Okay. Alright, let's empty our bags and head back to Arrakis. This is a backwards and forwards thing, isn't it? What else did we pick up? Oh, all sorts of garbage, haven't we? Okay. Okay, bit of that. Everything else, I can get rid of that. Just keep all of that stuff. That needs to be recycled. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. That transition out always amuses me. Arrakis. They really don't care about this backwards and forwards and round, and oh my word, there's like some really long travel time between quest things. Like, I remember the one where you go from Arrakis to Haga Basin just to be told to go back to Arrakis, or was it Harko? I can't remember, but like literally go all the way there just to be told to go back. It's like, you're killing me, man. There we go.
You've been to the workshop. Did our engineer leave anything behind besides regrets? Well, you're still alive, so I assume the greeting committee took it poorly. What did you find? Of course she was. Phaedra always knew how to pull a thread.
Shadow Side on First Time Chat on Twitch. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining us.
You want answers? Go see Phaedra Vi. You'll find her apartment in the Upper Central Plaza. Watch your step.
Good. How goes it? It goes good. We're in between farming spice and plastanium. We are to do our new Mark 6 Scout Thopter. We are doing a bit of story. Right, where is... over here. Private server, public. So this character is on a private server. But I do also have a 150 level character and a 170 level character on public servers. But I barely use them. This is my main on the private server. Though this is not my private server, it is another content creator's server. You had 4 characters on public and decided to go private for your 5th? Ah, okay. Yeah, I found the ganking in the deep desert was pretty extreme on the 2 servers I was on. So I went onto this this private server, and it's a very different experience. You're still in a shared world, of course, in the deep desert and stuff, but it's a big difference being on a private server, you're right. There's less of the ganking and more of the, like, honourable fights and stuff, I would say. Of course, the only problem comes when the person that runs the private server decides they don't want to run it anymore. And currently there's no server transfer. And I'd be surprised if Funcom ever allow private server characters to be transferred onto public server. Your previous server had Atreides griefers, but the Harco griefer would also take out the other Harcos, so it was a huge fuck up. Sounds messy either way. Search the apartment. Okay, here we go. Ah, should we hand scanner it? Aha. Okay, footprints. Okay. Black market trade receipt.
They think it's a tribute.
You have about 15k plastinium and 13k melange. Holy crap, you've been grinding, my friend.
Better. The same fools who couldn't spell Janusian if I bled it onto parchment.
Are you solo carrier and sandcrawler?
Borrowed silks like that makes it breathe again.
You're soloing testing stations and soloing the sandcrawler. Wow.
It was the last time the world bent around me. I ruled it for a single night, and nothing that came after ever mattered.
I'm not in a position to solo sandcrawl because I can't afford to lose a carrier and a crawler.
Pretend they remember. It's not nostalgia. It's taxidermy. Still, if the ghosts are coming, I'll be waiting at the door.
You won't solo a large field ever again, but you solo medium fields with a crawler all the time. Wow. Power to you that that you're doing that. What am I missing? Maybe one day I'll get to that point. There we go. Note to the valet. You're recording yourself doing a large just for proof. 75k sand, most stressful you've ever been. Yeah, because I mean, all it takes is like a server issue or getting stuck on a vehicle or whatever, like getting out of the crawler into the carrier, picking up the crawler to for things to go downhill pretty rapidly, right? He had about 20 patrolling worm instances and 2 actual breaches. Wow. That's crazy. Maybe one day I'll give it a go. To be honest though, I'm playing this game now like fairly casually. Like, I want to get all my stuff to Mark 6, my Thopter, different Thopters and all the different vehicles. I will build a carrier, but I'm not like, you know, I'll do a bit of the Landsrad and stuff, but we'll see. The main thing you like to do is solo testing stations, but then guildmates had to go and say, well, if you like a challenge, then solo a large field. So when you're soloing the testing stations in the PvP area, how are you finding it? Because I know a lot of people saying it was really hard because of the waves of enemies. You can one-shot heavies. Are you on a melee build or are you in a range build? Which one is it? It's this one, right? Using a replica pulse sword and the build. Okay. Yeah, I play almost exclusively ranged. I only use melee if I have no other option.
Did you see Phaedra? I assume you found a trail to where she's hiding. Interesting. Then I hope your Thopter's gassed and waiting, because you're headed into the deep desert.
Here we go. Okay. And you find that with the waves, that's not a problem. Swords with the build you have much faster and safer. I feel like one-shotting heavy, you don't think any other weapon can do. No, well, so there's no range weapon that can do that, right? Because of shields, so... I mean, I'm sure I'll give one of those testing stations a go once I'm tooled up. But you got your build from a YouTuber called Insane, i.e. Insan 3D. Okay. I just don't enjoy melee. So while I get like that it's probably stronger, it's just I never play melee. In any game I'm always like range DPS. I always prefer range combat when I can. So I'm sure it's like uber strong. It's just I avoid melee unless I have no other option. He's got other build videos that involve guns. I'll definitely check it out. Go in this one. There we go. He always shows his build and skill points, then shows himself solo in stations. I'll check it out, see if he's got a build that suits the way I like to play. Like at the moment, I run with a sniper, the powerful handgun, and a drill shot. So we'll see. But the other thing is my build. So obviously my skill point build is also very focused around solo farming and stuff as well. So. Right, where are we going? Okay, where is this location? So it's 2.5k that way. Okay, not that far. Your build is everything you need to solo stations. Needs to level your cutter race skills, maxed out with vehicle repair. Yeah, so my skills look like this at the moment. So gunnery, maxed out all of that. A bit on the gunsmith. We're teched fully into explosive grenades and a Shiga-wire. Shiga-wire is one of my favourite abilities. I love it. Mentat again, teched out in the shooting.